Hey, in this video I want to talk about the WinCC Unified image versions that might be in your panel. In the first video of this series, I talked about how my panel was shipped with a version 16 image. And there's actually two at the time of this recording different types that you might have, version 16 or version 17, and they are not backwards compatible. So you want to make sure that you have the right image type for the type of TIA portal that you're using. How to check what version that you have on your panel is if you go back to System Properties, Panel Information, you can see which image you have. So mine, again, was 16 when I got it. So you want to check what version that you have and make sure that it matches. So let's say that you actually need to upgrade from 16 to 17. There's a couple ways that you can do it, but I'm going to show the manual way that I had to do it because the automatic way was not working for me, and I'm not exactly sure why. Hopefully this version will work for you. Essentially what you do is you right-click, go to HMI Device Maintenance, Update Operating System. What this does is it goes to the Ethernet style, and then you type in the IP address and then connect, and then you should be able to load the image onto the panel. I think that I was not able to get this to work because I'm actually using a virtualized version of Windows in VirtualBox, and that messes with your network adapters, and so I think that it did not recognize this connection. So what I had to do was actually get the image files and then load it onto the panel itself. Getting the image files and figuring that part out was actually kind of tricky, but essentially once you have the files, what you can do is go to Service and Commissioning, go to Update OS, and you would have it on a USB. It would see external file storage, and then you just update, and it takes about 5 minutes. Then it reboots, and then it's the next image. So let me describe now how to actually get the image files, though, because this was the hard part. When you get the unified panel physically, you get this little firmware image sheet. And what I did was I went to this entry number on the Siemens website. So let me show that. So if you go here, you can go down and go to Unified Comfort Panels, and then you want to download the version that is correct for what you're running in TIA Portal. I'm running version 17 without the updates, and so I downloaded this file. So then the next part of it is where you actually install this and how you get the files to get onto your USB drive. So what this downloads is an executable file, and you want to install this wherever you have TIA Portal installed. So if you just are running, a standard laptop, you just install it on your laptop. If it's a virtual machine, you'll obviously want to install it on your virtual machine. So once you get that executable file installed by TIA Portal, the next step is that the image file location is in a place that is not somewhat obvious. So you need to go to the documentation here, click on it, and you'll find on page 10, there's this image file path. You'll grab the files from that location, put it on your USB drive, and that's what you put on the panel itself. So once you get those files and put it on the USB drive, you will then go back to your maintenance screen, and it should be recognized right here. And here's a quick clip of what to expect when it reboots. And then make sure that when you go back to System Properties, Panel Information, now you have the right runtime version. All right, so again, if you need to update your image, try to do it automatically first, especially if you have your TIA Portal instance installed on your laptop itself. If you're using a virtualized environment, you'll probably have to use the manual way that I just showed. All right, good luck, and hope you enjoy the WinCC Unified panels.